He's one of the best pass rushers in the entire league.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. Julian Love brings him down. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Jones. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. To throw, it's Jones. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. Look at the big guy rumble. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. On play action, it's Jones. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Here's another shot from the 6. It's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Jones. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Jones now on 3rd and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. On is Joseph for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants will take a 14-6 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Seahawks offense make their way out to take over once more. And Look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
That's to the former Patriot, Barrow Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll go play action. It's Smith taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. He's got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. Room up the sideline at the 45. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
On 1st down, Jones. He'll tuck it and take off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Ryan Daboll displeased with that one. And out comes the challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top. Now Jones on the bootleg. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jones to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Throwing now is Jones. Open man, that's Slayton. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And that'll be a pickup of 3. So this now, a pressure spot for Greg Joseph. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Chenault. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, here's Smith. Near the sideline and caught by Metcalf.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
That's Lockett downfield, he's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much